Hello, horse racing fans. Welcome back to another video. Today is a very special day. You know what time it is. It's the finals. It is literally the finals. So, I'm probably going to wait like 10 minutes till we actually do the moment, considering it's only one race this time instead of 5. Another edition of the Scorpio Cup arc? Absolutely. As we wait for people to drop in, let me get some of my daily tasks done. I need some money. So first, time for me to show off one of my better Umas. All Reliable, Taiki Shuttle, and let's just see what they can do with our daily races. Yeah, let's just speed through this. Yes, 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 yes. Oh yeah. Perfect. Alright, are there any sales left? Well, I do always like buying ice cream sundaes. Your horse knowledge is amazing? No, you're amazing. But also thank you, yes. I have been working quite hard at it. Actually, you know what? Let's solve a question here. Okay, so I have this SSR voucher that I've been holding on to, and I'm debating on how to use it. I have a lot of choices here. So either I can buy a card that I don't currently have yet, or should I upgrade a card I already have? So like, for example, like, I have Kittison Black, obviously, like this one right here, but she's at level 40. Do I just buy another one and get her to 45? I know Japanese players who saved up all their half SSR vouchers. That is a good idea, setting up a booth for Uma cosplayers. I know anyways, awesome. Who you say it's your favorite in the game? Well, how many vouchers can I have? Like, should I continue to save, or do I, like, use it? Do I use it on, say, like, I don't have Nishino Flower, I don't have Bakshin, I don't have, I know a lot of people like the El Condor Pasa, and especially the Silent Suzuka card. You know, do I use it then, or do I just wait? Unstoppable at level 45. Oh, bravo, Mishua. Let's hope some of that good juju goes on to us. Actually, come to think of it, I may not even need to use my voucher to uncap my Kittison Black card. Come to think of it. I forget where it is. Okay, that's just the deck I used for my last thing. I have my Cleat Exchange. The JP player saved all of them and only used them recently at 5th anniversary, so that's a lot of SSR. It's probably best to save it. Some cards are good until 2 copies. Okay, fair enough. I have a bunch of these rainbow cleats, so I'm probably just gonna get a couple of those and just see what happens. Because I do have a lot. I mean, I have enough to save me for a few months. Although I don't have any gold or silver cleats yet. So we'll see where that goes. Yeah, let's just, while we're waiting, let's just do some quick gambling. I'm not gonna do like a full roll because I only have so many carrots and I need to start saving up. But, like, you know, why not, like, go for a scout? Just see what happens. Well, nothing's gonna frickin' happen here. Alright, we got a Majira Ryan. Whatever. That sucked. Also, if Cygames set up a league for foreign Umas, which ones should they license? Okay, so for foreign Umas, like, if we were doing America, I feel like it would be very easy to start off with just the old greats. Secretariat, Dr. Fager, Citation, Seattle Slew, Affirmed, American Pharaoh would be some great starters. I think Cody's Wish would be great for story reasons. Seabiscuit also as a counterpart to a Guri Cap. If we're going off like pure counterparts, Silent Suzuka with Precious Passion I think would be a great swap. Secretariat of Support is not a bad idea either. Oh hey, my support card voucher. So I can either get new support cards or I can get old ones. Oh, and then this thing. Well, let's just do one support card thing and try and get some Christmas cards. Pay the butler. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, that was just a bunch of garbage. I've been enjoying seeing many videos of American Pharoah ever since he arrived in JP. Yeah, American Pharoah, like, honestly, it was so infuriating seeing people constantly make jokes that Ferdinand was going to be, or not Ferdinand, that American Pharoah was going to be slaughtered when he came to Japan just because they're racist and because of an incident that happened over 20 years ago and is not unique to Japan. So the fact that he has been so kind of warm and welcome with love is really great to see, and I can't wait to see what his kids do, because he already has at least hints of a good sire career. He's not exactly going to be like, he's not going to be a super sire. He's not, but he can produce a good horse. He can produce a good turf horse. He can produce a good dirt horse. Like, yeah, American Pharoah is famously a very, like, well-behaved racehorse. Oh, hey, a Mayano Top Gun. Actually, this one actually might be useful. Let me check. I haven't maxed out on Top Gun, have I? Ah, crap, I have. So you know what that means? Storage. Cleat exchange. I've already uncapped her enough, so I guess we're just gonna have to convert to cleats. Let's see what happens when we do another one. Also, what are your thoughts on the JRA award recipients? I haven't seen the full list. Let me actually take a look. I know that Forever Young won Horse of the Year. That was very awesome to see, like a dirt horse winning it. That was something else. Like, you know, like, I mean, considering it's a majority, like, you know, turf racing, it's like, I mean, it's just kind of, it's unique. It's like when a turf horse wins Horse of the Year over here in America. Yeah, Eclipse and Potatoes, I think would be hilarious support cards. I think that'd be really fun. Does anyone have, like, the full list? Okay, so for Champion 2-year-old, Cavalry Zoe. Okay, won the Asahi Futurity. I guess that makes sense. I'm partial to Admire Voyage, but I understand why he wasn't chosen, considering he didn't win a mainline Grade 1 race. So, okay, that makes sense. Let's look up the other awards. Who was Champion 3-year-old is actually what I'm most interested in. So, okay, Sprinter Miler was Satono Rave and Jontar Montar. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, that would be really exciting. Tomorrow, okay, I did hear about that. So, Sumomo and Bararararara. I feel so sorry for the race caller who has to call that. Sucker. While we're waiting a little bit, let's get let's try another SSR card and see what we get out of this. That is gonna be pretty exciting. Are you fucking kidding me? I have no use for you. I've already max leveled you. Come on. I really gotta... All I got for you is storage. Alright, well that didn't go well. Anyways, let's get back to the JRA awards. So, Satono Rave, I mean, he almost won a race all the way in... Well, you remember, in England. He disappointed in the sprinters, but I mean, Win Cornelian, I don't think would have been a better choice. So, Jontar Montar, no notes, in that sense. Older Filly. Regulira? She didn't even win a Grade 1. Actually, no, she did. She won the Queen Elizabeth Cup. Okay, so she won the All-Comers in the QE2 Cup. I mean, Yeah, I guess that would technically make her the best. Yeah, Romantic Warrior is about as good of a rival as you could get. So, okay, so Regulera, I guess I get. There wasn't really a super strong mare this year. 3-year-old filly. Well, Embroidery was going to win no matter what. Dual Crown. Yeah, of course she won that one. 2-year-old filly. Star Anise. Let's see what Star Anise did this year. She probably won the Hunch in Juvenile Fillies. Yep, she did. Alright, so that's about as much of a shoo-in as you can ask for. Dirt Horse, do I even need to say it? Of course it's him. Older Male, now I'm interested. That one I'm interested in. Older Male Horse, also Forever Young. So, okay, so he won 3 awards this year. Bravo to him. The only one... Okay, now the big question is, who did they choose for 3-year-old Colt? Museum Mile? I know Croix du Nord's fans are going to be a bit angry, but frankly, I kind of get it. It was a very close race. If Masquerade Ball had won the Tenno Show and the Japan Cup, I actually would have argued that maybe he deserved it. That he deserved the award. But he lost to Calandigan. And while it's only a head does mean a lot. Because guess who gets to hold the world record? That's right. No, I'm just kidding. Calandigan does. So, yeah. Museum Mile, it was a very close one. Both are dual Grade 1 winners, but Museum Mile both got to win a Triple Crown race and then win the most important classic in Japan, the Arima Kinen. So it makes sense. Masquerade Ball, there's going to be some bias because he didn't get to win a Triple Crown race. He did his best work after. But if he had done what Equinox had done and won the Tenno Show and the Arima Kinen or the Japan Cup, then he probably would have been a better contender. But losing to Calandigan, that's the deciding factor. Meanwhile, Museum Mile, while he was a little spotty this year, he did manage to win the Arima Kinen, the St. Light, and the Satsuki Show. And he did beat, and technically he and Croix du Nord are at least 1-for-1. Like, they really did take chunks out of each other, but really the slight edge had to go to Museum Mile. So, I am in pretty much agreement with all of the choices here. But the thing is that because of how few times Japan's horses do race, it's a little hard to kind of gauge them sometimes. They run so little. It's the King George that Masquerade Ball is looking for. Now, Masquerade Ball, I appreciate the sentiment and their willingness to give this a shot. And for all I know, this absolutely could work. But this is not gonna... But, like, I tell you, when people talk about, what's the word? When you talk about, like, challenges that elude Japan, none are as hard as England. I know people bring up France, but at least France has been won at. Like, Aishin Hikari won the Prix d'Ispahan. Orfev won there 2 times in a row, although he did lose the Arc. You know, like, Japan at least has won a couple times in France. They've only won once in England with Agnes World. So, England's about as elusive as it gets. Oh, they sure tried with Heart's Cry. Heart's Cry was the best that they ever had. But I don't think World War II has anything to do with horses running less. I think that's just because we breed weaker horses, and training is a lot more conservative than it used to be. you think they'd make throwing the jockey off into a clothing malfunction? I'm not sure how they would handle Admire Terra's disqualification. Right, yes, also El Condor Pasa did win the Grand Prix de Saint-Cloud in France. He had a literal full campaign there. So, see, it's been 15 minutes. Let's see, should we go in and do our race? Or should I hold off a little longer? Since, you know, there's only one, we only get one shot at this. I know I'm seeing people trickle in. Also, I want to personally thank all of you for 19,000 subscribers. Just one more away. Yes, the Agnes video. So far, the working title is still Agnes Derby. It's not about getting a better opponent, Smash Monkey. It's more about, like, the audience in this case. Like, I'm trying to see if, like, more people trickle in. Like, you know, to make sure that, you know, everyone's here. Oh, that. Well, I don't really know, like, soldiers all that well. That's more your expertise in that case. So I wouldn't be the best expert on that. I know horses, I don't know war. Is the best way I can describe it. I'll give it another 3 minutes. See, in that time, I'll just quickly do a team trial and just see what happens. War horses? I don't know war horses all that well either. I watched the movie. That's about it, really. Damn. Okay, ouch. Pretty good, but not a lot of points. Ooh, ah. Let's go. That's good. New high score. Just our luck. Not really. Like, American horses do race more than Japanese horses, but not by much. Like, American horses race a lot less than they used to. Usually about 5 times a year, the highest level horses do. Japan horses race between 3 to 5 times a year. So, it's kind of a mixed bag. When it comes to, like, racing. Horses that race a lot, though, include, like, South America. They race a lot. The Korean horses, they race a lot. Hong Kong is pretty good. They have clockwork. Australian horses absolutely race a lot, but only during certain times of year, and then they have long breaks. Oh yeah, America did make a mistake. That was a mistake, sending Sunday Silence to Japan. For at least America. But, you know, one man's trash is another man's treasure, as we all know. Yeah, Hong Kong also has everywhere else beat just by sheer quantity. Meanwhile, the Middle East, they only race for like half the year, and even then, they don't race all the time. So Mideast horses have very spotty records. Also, despite how much money the Mideast puts into horse racing, they actually don't have the best racehorses. Think about it. When was the last time you saw a horse born in Dubai or Saudi Arabia race? Or at least outside the country. The answer is, well, not really. Like, the breeding industries in those countries are actually not that good. They have some studs, but really, you know, the royal princes or kings, the best horses they have, they just buy. You know, they buy from auctions and are born in other countries. Good luck with the CM. Thank you. Okay, we've hit over 50 viewers now, so I think now is a good time. 50 viewers. I think we've got something good coming here, so I think it's time to race. There's the teams, everyone. And we're absolutely screwed. We are dead. We are literally the longest shots on the board. We are done. This is how it ends, everyone. Every single time, this is always how it ends. I hate this. So, okay, Team Lug. Thanks, Lug, for destroying my hopes and dreams. Alright, then what's the other team? Okay, Narita Taishin from Team Hana-san. Tosen Jordan. I've actually never seen a Tosen Jordan in action. That must mean we're going to get Buena Vista at some point. I guess I do have the pace advantage. Yeah, Tosen Jordan, I think they ran around the same time as Buena Vista. Saw a Uruguayan horse in the UA Guineas trial and ran pretty well. The Uruguayans are a little unpredictable. They have some good blood, but, I mean, when they tried running in the Breeders' Cup this year, it went really bad. Peru is even worse. Yeah, Peru is... Out of the South American countries, Argentina and Brazil do best. Then it's Chile. And after Chile, it's Uruguay and Peru. Peru is definitely the weakest of the 5 big South American racing countries. Besides that, every other South American country I can think of has pretty unremarkable racing stock. I thought Tosen Jordan was running around the time of Buena Vista. I actually don't know Tosen Jordan all that well. Okay, yeah, so they ran against Orfev and Victor Pisa. I think they did lose. Did they lose to... Yes, they did lose to Buena Vista in the Japan Cup. But they won the Tenno Show Autumn, it looks like, and were a multiple G2 winner. So, also seems like one of the most experienced horses in Japan with 30 career races. So, a pretty good record. They ran against a lot of good horses. Okay, they did actually last long enough to run against Gold Ship when he won the Takarazuka Kinen. So, it's kind of like a Narita Top Road situation where they faced a lot of generations of horse. Yep, we know very well of Gold Ship, but this was when Tosen Jordan was running against Gold Ship. Gold Ship actually won the Takarazuka Kinen. The thing is, though, Tosen Jordan wasn't there when Gold Ship had his infamous blowout. Jungle Pocket, okay, that's cool. Alright. Just one more minute, and I think we'll be ready to go. Let's see what the stats are, actually. Let's really analyze this. We have some time. Yeah, that's a different horse. The horse that Gold Ship beefed with in the Takarazuka is totally different. So first up, the favorite, Special Week. Great power. Great power. Good speed, good stamina. Just a supremely well-rounded Uma. No stat below 400. Great job. That's going to be hard to hold off. Narita Taishin from Team Hana. Fast. Everything else is C tier. So, pretty well-rounded, all things considered. I mean, no stat below 500. Even though they only have one stat above 600, that's really well-rounded. That's a good job. The other Narita Taishin, on the other hand, sacrifices guts and wit for a lot more speed. We'll see if that's a worthwhile endeavor for Narita Taishin. They do hold the stamina and power, but they do lack guts in comparison. Gold Ship, great speed, great power, okay stamina, not as good guts and wit, something that I subscribe to. But they're going to be hard to hold off. They're going to be coming with an onslaught. That kind of speed is what you need to fly late. Fifth choice, Vodka. While everything else is below 600, they have very good speed and power. So speed and power is where they really max out. Tosin Jordan, very well-rounded, just lacking in wit, but they do have okay guts, great power, and good speed and good stamina to go along with it. Meanwhile, our horses, Oguri Cap, despite poor wit and guts, we have the most speed of any horse in this field, but we do lack stamina and power, which could get us into trouble, and it's probably why we're disregarded, because we have the least balanced stats of anyone in this game. Mayano Top Gun, the lone frontrunner in this race, that could be very important. Great speed, great stamina, not great power, and not great guts or wit. So very vulnerable, but certainly very hard to deal with in the early going. And then last of all, Agnes Tachyon. Great speed, okay stamina and power, but not as good guts and wit. That's everybody. I think it's time to stop wasting time. We all know why we're here. Yes, the Ibis Dash is in the Derby. Is in Uma Musume. Alright. We'll see if we can hang on here. It is time for the Scorpio Cup finale. This is the race of the hour. The last step. Who is going to win? Who will lose? I've only gotten second at best in any of these cups. Could this be the first time I actually win a cup? Not very likely. There's our team discussing their strategy. I think I know what's going to happen. There's Special Week, the favorite. Whitest of all. There's Narita Taishin from Team Hannah. And there's us. Just happy to be here. Alright, let's do this. Scorpio Cup. I was told once by a conspiracy theorist that you don't control a Scorpio woman. She was right. She also thought that your shoes caused cancer. They're off. Good start for Oguri Cap and Agnes Tachyon. Mayano Top Gun is rushed early on here. Not exactly what you want to see, but she will get the lone lead here, leading the way by about 2 lengths. Recovering on the corner is Oguri Cap with Agnes Tachyon, so a sketchy 1-2-3 early on here. Tosin Jordan in no rush at all, saves stamina on the turn, and takes the 4th spot. In 5th place, it's Gold Chip, followed by the favorite Special Week. Vodka and the 2 Narita Taishins are at the back of the pack early on here. So it is Mayano Top Gun by just a length. In 2nd place, Oguri Cap. In 3rd, it's Agnes Tachyon, all from our team. After that, Tosin Jordan is drifting in behind horses with then Special Week. Tosin Jordan takes over the 3rd spot. Agnes Tachyon falls back. Special Week gets closer. Already, a precocious move is being made by one of the Narita Taishins and Vodka as the field is coming together for the finale of the Scorpio Cup. Mayano Top Gun remains the one to catch. Oguri Cap is in 2nd. In 3rd place, still in wait, is Tosin Jordan. Meanwhile, Narita Taishin is picking up speed, trying to catch her nemesis with 600 meters to go. Mayano Top Gun leads the way still, but they have a wall of horses to deal with. Special Week up the inside makes a move. Oguri Cap is behind Mayano Top Gun. It's now Special Week the leader. Then it's Narita Taishin and Vodka. Oguri Cap's got to get going. Narita Taishin and Vodka with Special Week on the inside, and Narita Taishin is taking over the lead. It is Special Week back to 2nd. Vodka is in 3rd. These 3 are going to settle it. Narita Taishin from last to 1st is going to win. Vodka was 2nd. Then it was Special Week and Tosin Jordan. A miserable defeat for us. And a bitter pill to swallow. That was rough. That hurt. And so, our journey ends in an anticlimax. A 3rd place finish. The harshest of the harsh. For our 3rd place finish, we get a consolation prize of 700 carats, some statues, and a few tickets. It's just tough sometimes. Alright, we have 3,300 carats, so we can continue saving up at least. And we get 2 support cards. Should I use my support cards here, or should I use my support cards on this one? There's always, shoulda, woulda, coulda, but you only run the race once. No clocks, no nothing. Save up these scout cards. Alright then. Not sure what else to say here, other than thank you all so much for being a part of this brief little series. Yeah, it's fair. Might as well wait for the month. See if I can get another spin out of this. Okay, that's good. We can do some bingo briefly to... Oh, sweet. Daily 10 pulls. That's going to be fun. The Ibis Summer Dash, if I could pick a horse. We don't have great... Yes, please leave a like. Thank you very much, Zayla. Well, we don't really have American Turf horses that are super great. Especially at short distances. Cogburn was pretty good. We had a pretty good one at Cogburn. He was a nice sprinter recently. If he could handle the turf, Kelly Kipp is a pretty fast, brainless horse, that I'd include in that. Just quickly just roll. Yay, 2 lines of bingo! Thank you very much, Smash Monkey. I always try my best to impress. Let's see, are there any gold or... Are there any crystals that I can use to uncap any of these cards? Let's see, is there anything I can get for these shards? Nope, I only have 3 shards. Alright, I'm out of luck there. Well, we tried. Oh yeah, you can do that. I've only done that like once. Yeah, I'll probably go ahead and do that once I'm backing into it. But besides that, if there's any other questions, I'll stay live for another 2 minutes. But that was kind of it, just kind of finishing up the Scorpio Cup. Bit of an anticlimax. I'm not sure if I'll make a video out of it, but we'll see what we can do. Might be something worth exploring. Yeah, so far for some video ideas that I'm trying to do, it would be, the Agnes Derby, 50 horse racing terms you should know, and those are kind of the 2 main ones that are kind of works in progress. Also, I'm planning on trying to test out paying a video editor and doing a review of Beginning of a New Era down the road, so we'll see how that goes. But besides that, thank you everyone who stayed tuned for these 3 series, and you've all been amazing. See you guys next time.